intrigue because the two power players in this sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide. Conference supremacy in play. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pump over the middle. It's Rodriguez. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides,
here he goes. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
offside. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's an out route, the catch made, and a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Hoffman. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Could take it all the way.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And looking to throw now on first down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And there's the handoff. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
He's running out of time here. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in this first half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking for the wideout. How can you believe it? He dropped the ball. You don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's looking to scramble. Across the 30. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
A completion makes it second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Zips it down the middle. And he throws his third interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
He's looking deep here. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got it.
It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
That's reeled in. It's Udo. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He's got a man down the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Catch made on the left side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The DB is backing off from the line now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking right. this one caught. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
Breaks into open space. Now here he goes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established.
Touchdown, Tigers. They continue to roll up the score.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in